Welcome to Agency Escape. I'm Mike. Thank you so much for joining and being here with me. I've been running my own digital marketing agency since 2021, and I've seen the inside of this industry, how agencies operate, what they charge, and what it actually costs to deliver. I started Agency Escape School Community after watching one of my clients, an older client, um, who went with another agency and then came back to us quite recently. They're 3 million or so a year business, and they got charged roughly 40,000 by this other much larger agency for basically recommending a $400 Shopify theme to migrate them into. And so that, I mean, I don't want to get into the weeds of it, but that was like the breaking point. I was like, I realized this entire agency model is designed to keep businesses dependent, just because you don't have the internal team to handle the workload. So you obviously have to outsource uh, to some sort of an agency, right? And there's usually high retainers. There's complex, jargon during the meetings. You sometimes don't understand what the heck they're talking about. The monthly fees that never end, and so on and so forth. So I couldn't keep being part of that system anymore. So Meanwhile, AI has made it possible for business owners to build and own their marketing systems for a fraction of the cost. Maybe not every single thing can be automated today, but a lot of it can. And so the technology is there. So the tools exist today, and they're going to get better and better every month as we progress. And so, but the thing is that nobody's teaching e-commerce owners, how to actually use them to replace the agency that they're paying, right? How to bring that in-house. So I decided to change how my own agency operates from the traditional model over to one we gradually hand over more control and value back to the business owner. So by doing that, I'm willing to bet that more trust will be built with the customers that we work with, and they'll want to stay with us much longer because A, we're saving them a crap ton of money every single month, and B, we're giving them more control over how they want to spend their marketing dollars and what they want the ROI to be, right? So you might say, but you're giving up your retainers, Mike. Like your customers, if they don't go with you, the traditional model, right? Don't charge them a monthly retainer, then um, they don't need you anymore, right? So it's like I get it, I understand that, but we're focused more on building long-term partnerships with customers, and even if it means lower retainers for us, more control for the client, we feel that that's more of a value for the customer, and so the particular businesses that we want to work with, we're not worried about losing that monthly retainer, and so that's why I built this community as I'm shifting my own agency over to that model. So Agency Escape is where you learn to build the AI-powered marketing systems you own, instead of renting them from agencies, right? You can pick, I mean, typical agencies are charging roughly, depending on what they're doing, right? Like 3,000, 5,000, all the way to like 15 plus $1,000 a month for full service. And so here's what you're going to get basically from this community. First, the video training on the tools that you need as an e-commerce business. This will apply to service-owned businesses as well, but mostly we're going to start with e-commerce. But again, some of the automations, like lead generation automations, content creation automation, that type of stuff is going to also apply to service-based businesses as well. But we're Klaviyo partners, Shopify partners, so you're going to get a lot of Klaviyo and Shopify how-tos and workflows and automations, how to tie them together with end-to-end. AI orchestration, how everything ties in with the customer journey to make things better, because each one of those platforms also has AI capabilities within. But the trick is, like, how do you get them to talk to each other effectively? There is integration obviously between these platforms, but again, from a higher level, like a business owner looking at everything that's happening from Klaviyo's platform, Shopify platform, and some of the other platforms that you may have. How's everything working? Your ads, your Google ads, paid ads from Meta. How's everything tying together in the customer journey, right? So that's what we're trying to put together with these AI automations and workflows. And so everything's designed for like your marketing independence, essentially, is what I'm getting at. So the second thing is the ready to deploy workflows, which I just mentioned, and automation templates. You'll get the systems. You can clone them and use them immediately in your business, obviously. The third is this project I call Xavior. So what I'm doing here with that particular project is building a complete AI marketing agent that handles your email marketing, content creation, managing your Google ads, meta ads, providing analytics reporting. And so you have I'm sure you've seen this. If you've joined other school communities with AI automations with Anadan, for example, you get an interface, whatever that may be for you, Slack channel or nice, web, application of some kind that you can talk to this main agent. And so your conversations with that main agent, and you can ask it as if it's your own employee, and then it controls everything below it, all the agents below it. And every one of those agents has a specific task, right? So, and function. So I'm gonna document the entire build on video so you can follow along and deploy on your own version, but I'm gonna actually deploy these in my own agency. So my own content creation, my own social media posting, my own ads, and show how that works for me in my own agency. And then you can implement if you like in your own. If you're somebody who wants to start an AI marketing agency, that's a great place to start. I mean, you could take all of this stuff and just implement and create a LLC or whatever you want, and create your own website and offer this as a service, right? So there's just a lot of value in there, I think. And fourth, you're going to have access to a community of e-commerce owners who've basically done they're just done paying agencies. They're tired of it, and you'll connect with these people who are on the same journey as you. You'll build systems together and ask questions and learn from each other. So what I also want to mention here is the security and data privacy component of this, right? So we see a lot of people creating a lot of automations and this and that, but most people don't talk about the security and data privacy. So small businesses may not care too much about that right now, although they should. But if you are a business, mid-size or larger business, I mean, you have a lot of data and you want to keep that private and you want to keep that secure when you're starting to, use that information in your daily, like the chat models that you're going to use, and when you're publishing this information. And so data security and privacy is going to be really important to me. I mean, my background comes from IT. I was an IT director for 14 years prior to my agency work. And so I do have that technical background, so I geek out on the security stuff. But everything we teach will happen in your own environment. You control your accounts, obviously, your own data, and you'll have that security layer that I think is really important, crucial. So you'll learn best practices on how to keep that data safe, where to deploy all this stuff to make everything even more secure. Is Anadan Cloud better than AWS? Things like that. So what else? So there's so what's going to happen next basically is again, thank you so much for joining the community, but introduce yourself, talk about what matters to you, tell us about your business, what you're doing in marketing today, how much you don't have to tell us how much you're spending, but what are you looking to build to take back ownership of your marketing? Like, which component is most painful to you? Content creation, ads. So just kind of introduce yourself and talk about that. Watch the next video. The Xavier Project is ongoing. I need to start that soon and then start publishing the video content. So if you don't see anything there now, just come back. We're going to keep uploading more and more pictures. And third, the classroom section for new videos. So yeah, I'm going to be adding content progressively, obviously. So starting with the Xavier and then series, and then each video documents a specific part of that system, and then Klaviyo videos and Shopify videos that I see that are going to be really valuable. And so the last thing I'll say is the reality is this is day one. Content is being added as I create it. So this is a brand new community. If you want a lot of course library, like a lot of courses in a library, maybe come back in a month or two. But if you're ready to stop paying agencies and learn how AI marketing actually works and build your own AI systems that you own, you're in the right place. Welcome again. My name is Mike, and I'll see you there.